Hey guys, Chart Stoppers, back with another video. In this channel, we take a look at different stocks and map out their support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy into it or sell it. And if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, this is the channel for you because you're definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance and also trends. Just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I'm here to point out key factors on charts which do impact the price action of a stock. And if you haven't already, I also provided a link for Webull in the description. You could use that, start an account, get 2 free stocks. And I also provided a link for Robinhood. If you don't have an account there, you could use that link to start an account and get 1 free stock. Just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation, just leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel also and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content. Okay, let's get into the market today. Today is May 25th, 2021. You could see here S&P is pretty flat on the day. It's up a little bit, 0.01%. The Dow flat also, up 0.07%. And the NASDAQ is also pretty flat, up 0.07% too. And you could see, we started off the day up and gradually things have, they went negative for a little bit, but they're also starting to recover right around noon here. So we'll see what the market brings us today. And let's get into the stock I wanted to do an update on. I wanted to talk about Palantir today. I've done a couple videos in the past on this stock and their chart. I'll provide a link in the upper right hand corner. You could go back and watch some of those videos to see where I got, how I got to my chart as it is now. Okay, and let's see what Palantir is doing today. They're currently trading at $21.69 on the day. They're up 47 cents actually, and that's the equivalent of 2.21%. So they're doing pretty good today. They've had a pretty good week also. They're up 8% on the week. On the month, they're still down 8.5% here, and in the past 3 months, they're down almost 16%. Okay, but on the past year, they're still up over 100%, up 116%. So they're still having a good year in the past. The past couple months have been pretty bad for this stock, but they're starting to recover here, as you could see on the chart. You could see here, we hit a 52-week high of $45 on January 27th of earlier this year. And after that, we kind of just lost a lot of value in this stock. It went from $45 all the way to a low on May 11th of $17. So that is a big drop in this stock right there. But, if you bought here at the lows on May 11th here, you're already seeing a lot of gains here. And for those of you who don't know what Palantir does, they're a holding company. They engage in the development of data, integration, and software solutions. It operates through the commercial and government sections, okay? The commercial segment offers services to clients in the private sector. The government segment provides solutions to the United States federal government and non-U.S. governments. It offers automotive financial compliance, legal intelligence, mergers and acquisitions solutions, okay? So they're a software company. They were founded in 2003. Their CEO is Alex Karp, and they have 2,439 employees right now, and their headquarters is in Denver, Colorado. So let's take a look at their chart here, okay? So we already went over, they hit their 52-week high, and they've lost a lot of value during this correction here. And let's go over what we could find on their chart here. So if they want to move on to make an all-new all-time high here, I'm going to want to see this stock. It's going to have to close above this area right here. That's around $39. We haven't seen it close above there. Okay, we did hit that 52-week high intraday, like I said, on January 27th. but we failed to close above 39 on that day. So we're going to need to see this thing move up all the way back up here, close above this level if we want it to see, if we want to see it make a new all-time high here. So let's go down the chart. We'll talk about a couple support and resistance areas. Going forward, right here, I have this gap right here. See how it gapped down on the way down during this correction? So it left a pretty big gap here, as you can see, marked here in the red. So I have my first resistance area going forward is going to be around $30.40, right at the bottom of that gap. That gap is going to act as resistance. If we move back up to this level, it's going to be tough resistance to get through here. So moving down, we are also going to have resistance at the $27.50 mark right here. You could see it failed to break above that on this breakout after the recovery it tried to make from the lows of March 5th. And you could see there, I need to put another line in there. You know, that was support right in here. I actually need to move that down. That was support around $21 and let's see here, $21.18. So right around $21.20. You know, that was support. As you could see here, you know, we held up in that level for a while after this correction started, but we ended up losing that key support area. And you could see now we did drop below that during this correction, and we dropped to a low of, you know, $17.14, like I said, right around that area, but we are back above the support area now. So this is a key support that we're going to be watching in the future, and, you know, going forward, we need to see this thing hang above there to move on and keep going up. So we also are going to run into resistance in this area around $25.40. You see right here on this second breakout after it double bottomed right here, it failed to break above that level. So we need to see this thing get above there also moving forward to keep moving up, okay? And you could see on my chart, I have a red line marked as our downtrend line, and I have a green line marked as our uptrend. Okay, our uptrend is going to go back to around November of last year. That's when it really started to break out, and that's where those 116% gains came from when it was trading around the $8, $9 mark down here, and we popped all the way back up to $45 there. So that's where our uptrend started. And, you know, we're still in an uptrend, believe it or not, after all these losses we've seen during the correction. Now, the big thing to talk about on this chart here is going to be our red line right here going down. You could see it has ran into this line once, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times right here. So this is the 8th day that it has hit this red line here, which is our downtrend line, okay, which is closely following our 50-day moving average on the daily chart, okay. So you know, the old saying is, if you knock on a door, you know, a bunch of times, you're eventually going to get in, okay. So that's what this thing's doing. It's knocking on this trend line a bunch of times here, you could see. And eventually it's going to break out of this downtrend here and break through this trend line. But the question is when, okay? We're going to need to see this thing get above this trend line and hold above there, because it hasn't traded above this trend line since back here in February, since this correction started. So that's going to be our main resistance, our 50-day moving average and this trend line, which pretty much follows that 50-day moving average closely there. Okay, so this is going to be huge once this breaks out of here. It's already, you know, made a lot of gains since we bottomed out here, but the main gains are going to come after it breaks out of this trend line right in here and makes a strong move to the upside, okay? So that's what I'll be watching on the daily chart here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we have already broken through our 21-day moving average, which is marked here in the light blue on the bottom. And right now we're sitting at our 30-day moving average also, okay, today. This is our candle for today right here. And you could see it already went above this trend line and then quickly moved back below there. So that's what we're, that's why it's very important. This is acting as resistance, this line, and you could see it almost made it up to the 50-day moving average and quickly made a move back. So that's not a good sign, but hopefully in the next couple days we could gain enough strength behind this stock to get it out of this downtrend and make a sharp move upside. So real quick, I just wanted to switch over to our weekly chart, see what we could see there. And there's not much on the weekly chart. The moving averages aren't really filled in here because this stock is so new. You could see they came out in October of last year, so there's not really any strong moving averages on our weekly chart yet. And let's just count the weeks we've been stuck in this downtrend here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this is the 15th week that we've been stuck below this red line moving down, okay? But we're finally, it looks like we have 3 weeks in a row we're making a move towards the upside, so that's also a very good sign there. You could see here these three green candles represent weeks on the weekly chart, so this is the 3rd week in a row that we are moving up, and hopefully we can move above this trend line here and close the week above there. That would be a very bullish sign in my opinion, and hopefully take us all the way back up to where we came from around this $39 mark. But I'm sure you guys know it's not going to be done in one day. I'm going to switch over to our 4-hour chart. All we want to see is slow and steady growth, and it looks like we're getting that on our 4-hour chart. You could see we're trading above our 21-day moving average. We broke out above our 30-day moving average here in the green, and right now we are also currently above our 50-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. So that is a very bullish sign also, that we were able to break through all these moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and hopefully we could make a move back up towards our 200-day moving average and get above there on the 4-hour chart. You could see our 200-day moving average is sitting right at our resistance right there, around $25.40. So that's going to be huge going forward if we could get up to that point, break out above this trend line and break through this 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. That would be huge right there. That would definitely confirm a move back to the upside and at least get up to this area right here, around that $30 or $30.40 mark, where we have that gap to be filled on the daily chart, on the daily chart and on our 4-hour chart. So I'm just going to switch back over to the daily chart, and that's about it really. I want to see this thing coming up. I want to see it get above this 50-day moving average. That's going to be our first step. We've already made a couple strides getting above the 21-day and the 30-day moving average on our daily chart. Next step, we got to bust through this 50-day moving average. That's very important, and it's very important to get above this trend, this red line here, this downtrend that we've been in since February, okay? And that will confirm if we get above here. We haven't closed above our 50-day moving average since February, so we need to get above there, and that should confirm a move to at least $25. Next resistance will be around $27.30 after that. And if we can continue this trend upwards to the upside here, we're going to be looking at that $30.40 area where this gap is for our main resistance to move on to all new highs up here. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching in the next couple weeks to see what this stock does, and I will provide an update in a couple weeks to see if it does break out of this downtrend, which hopefully it does, and get above that 50-day moving average right here on the daily chart. Okay, so that's just my update on Palantir. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel too, so you don't miss out on any new videos here. And we will see you next time on Chart Stoppers.